Guys, my name is Daniel, the small cap guy. So yesterday, right, GlobalSCAPE, it actually went up by more than 15% in a single day. So on 18th of November, it was from about $10, it went up to 11.5. So I want to know what happened to that stock on yesterday itself. So what do I do, right? I actually have this live news tab. So if you don't know how to find this, right, you can go to this plus. You press this plus and then you press on live news. So this live news tab will come up. This is your first check. So you can actually type on the stock you want to check. So very simply, right, just the first news. It says that GlobalSCAPE went up by 70% after credit facility, special dividend, and buyback. So there are also a lot of news on that same day talking about the same thing. So but because I want to get the most reliable information, so what I can do is I can go straight to their investor relations website, and then I read the entire thing for this announcement. So let's dissect what the company is trying to do. So first thing first, the company announced 55 million credit facility, and then it announced special cash dividend, and then 5 million stock repurchase. Now, they actually entered into a 5-year, 55 million senior secured credit facility, right? So, actually, I also don't know what is credit facility. So, I actually go to Google it. So, what is credit facility? It is just a loan. It's one type of loan. So, it is a long-term loan because it is a 5-year. Now, the credit facility, right, it provides the term loan of 50 million and revolving commitments of 5 million. So this new term comes up, revolving commitment. So if I don't know, right, I just go and check, and then I found the definition is below here. Now, this revolving loan facility is a type of loan that the borrower can actually draw, they can actually withdraw and then repay the loan and then withdraw again. Yeah, so very simply, right, this 50 million is the bank lend the company money and then they need to pay back over a certain period of time. And then this 5 million, right, they can actually loan, then pay back, then loan again. Yeah. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you just treat it as it has a 55 million loan. Okay, so just treat it as it has 55 million loan. So the first thing I check is if it has 55 million loan, what is the equity? So I actually go to this quarterly report. It is a third quarter report. I actually look at the equity. So what is their equity at the end of September, right? At the end of September, this is the latest quarterly report. The equity is actually 80 million. So if they have 80 million of equity and then they borrow 55 million of debt, so what is their debt to equity ratio? So I just use the calculator. 55 divided by 18.3. So this is debt to equity of 3.00. It means that the company now has borrowed as 3 times as much as its equity. So when a company has too much debt, right, it is actually very dangerous for the company itself. So this is the first point. Second thing, the company also announced today they have already declared a special cash dividend of $3.35 on each outstanding share of common stock. So the first thing that came up to my mind is how much money they are going to pay, because right now they say that the record date is 29th of November and then the payment date is 5th of December. So how much cash they are going to pay? So first thing, we need to find the outstanding shares of this company. So the outstanding shares, this is from Morningstar. The outstanding share right now is about 80 million. So if I take 3.35 times 18, right, the company actually need to pay $60 million in cash by when? By 5th of December. So right now I want to check whether the company has enough cash or not. So very simply, you come to this balance sheet. This is again the quarterly report. It was on 30th September 2019. The cash and cash equivalent, right? It has only got 13 million. So it has only got 13 million. How can it actually pay 60 million, right? So, but remember, they actually borrowed 55 million, right? So if 55 plus 13, right, it was actually 68. So they have got just enough money to pay the dividend. But that but it just means that they borrow like 50 million just to pay the dividend itself, and then they're not going to use the money, right? They don't have more money to actually use this money to actually grow their business. Yeah, so I'm very confused on their action on this lah. Yeah, basically. So the third thing is they also have repurchase of stocks up to 5 million. Now, just now I've already mentioned that they actually use like almost all of their loan amount to pay for the dividend already. Then now they still want this 5 million to actually repurchase the company's shares. So the three things that this company is doing, right, I think it is very fishy, and I'm confused, and I personally don't agree they doing this lah, because they just borrowed so much money just to pay the dividend of 3.35. So they actually don't need to pay so much, because 3.35 is actually like about 30% of their stock price. Yeah, so this is my 2 cents. So if you are looking to buy the stock, right, I think you can hold on first, because I'm not sure what will go on for this company, because they just take out so much loan, and then the loan has nothing to do with their business expansion. Yeah, so this is just my point of view. So do your own due diligence, and happy investing.